With vaccines on their way across the U.S. and here on the Central Coast, there's now questions about what kind of personal information will be required to get that shot. Some health associations say undocumented workers may fear that their data will be shared with other agencies of the federal government like ICE. Our KION's Josh Cristianto live for us tonight in Salinas with more on this story. Josh.
That's right, Veronica. States like Kansas, New York, and California are feeling a little hesitant about providing any identifying information to the CDC when vaccines roll out, something which the Federal Health Agency is requiring of all states to help with the pandemic response. Farm workers in Salinas are among the hardest hit populations by the COVID-19 pandemic. While many of us can work remotely, online, and over the phone, these essential workers simply cannot.
They cannot harvest the lettuce, the broccoli, picking the fruits remotely. They cannot do that by Zoom. They need to show up every single day and do the physical work.
Getting a vaccine to these frontline residents is paramount, but some are concerned personal information requirements during the immunization process could deter undocumented workers from getting the vaccine altogether. In a letter sent to the CDC, 4 health and immunization associations voiced their concerns about vaccine recipients identifying info being shared with the federal government. They wrote, groups of people who would likely be prioritized as essential workers, such as people who are undocumented, migrant farm workers, food processing plant workers, etc., may be most apprehensive about sharing their information. The Kansas City Star reports names, addresses, and dates of birth will be included as part of the data collected by the CDC, who says it'll only be used for the vaccine administration process. The Monterey County Health Department says since we're still in the initial stages of vaccination deployment, we'll just have to see what direction they'll get from the state. Congressman Panetta issued a statement as well, saying in part, this virus does not care if you were born in this country or not, which is why we need to ensure that every community member can access a vaccine regardless of immigration status. And Congressman Panetta went on to say, and I have the quote right here, anyone who calls our nation home must be assured that the distribution of a vaccine will not be used for any punitive action, immigration or otherwise, other than recovering from this bruising pandemic. Reporting live in Salinas, Josh Cristianto, KIO News Channel 546.